Welcome to episode 51 of Sorry for the Delay. I'm your editor, Mia. This week, the boys are getting into more of the spooky season with talks about haunted houses, pumpkin carving, and creepy costumes. Later on, Joshua challenges the audience with 100 likes, and he'll wear an unflattering Halloween outfit on the podcast. Oh no. All that and more. Enjoy the show.
'Twas the week before episode 52, when all through the studio not a podcaster was live, not even a Joshua. The cameras were rolling and the lights lit with care in hopes that podcast 52 soon would be there. The hosts were nestled all snug on their chairs, while visions of episode 52 danced in their heads.
Hello and welcome to episode 51 of Sorry for the Delay. We are your hosts. My name is Sean. This is Joshua, somewhere over there. Hello, Joshua. How are you doing today, Joshua?
Hello, Sean. I'm doing pretty well actually. But I do have a quick request. If anybody knows of a bird removal company,
No.
I would like a suggestion, because today I spent the morning, or you're hearing this in the morning, but let's just pretend it was the afternoon. I spent the morning spraying like a inch piled pigeon dew off the front porch of my house. So yeah. So it's like,
Well, there you go. If anybody knows of a good bird removal service, go ahead and let Joshua know. But what you guys just heard was a little intro there, generated by our good friends over at Actors Guild. It's a paid actor, Joshua. I had him record some lines for you to hint at our episode 52 upcoming. This is episode 51, obviously, but thought it would be just kind of fun to have something a little different in the intro. So thank you to, I think his name was David. Thank you, David, for doing that for us. We appreciate that.
David.
Yeah. Anyways, hello guys, welcome. Sorry, I know, kind of threw everything off a little bit, but every day is different. So let's get right into it, Joshua. What is in your cup today? If you have a cup.
I do have a cup. I can't even talk today either. I haven't even eaten yet today, so I'm a little off. So when it comes to what's in my cup, we got to do. We had a request last week that
that's right. The tequila sunrise.
Yeah, I let the viewer down. So what they wanted to see was this right here. They wanted to see the next drink. So shout out to this listener and viewer, Tequila Sunrise, orange juice and grenadine. So what I made up
both
today,
of which you had neither of which.
Yeah, I didn't have any. I didn't have any of those ingredients. So here's what I did. I went out and I had to buy this, right? So I went out and I got myself some orange juice, some tequila, and some grenadine. So what's going into my cup today, as you can see on screen, if you are viewing, if you are watching, it's instead of doing an ounce and a half, I did 2 ounces of tequila, 4 ounces of orange juice, and I did 2 teaspoons of grenadine in my drink today.
Teaspoons. Okay.
Yeah, teaspoons.
All right.
Yeah. I got to be honest, I didn't measure that, but that's just what the recipe called for. So I just splashed it in there.
Joshua, every time you give me these recipes, I know you didn't measure them. You have a cup bigger than the size of your head. There's no way in hell you put 2 ounces of anything into anywhere.
The only thing I wish I would have done is because a tequila sunrise is actually pretty cool looking, like the way the orange juice and the grenadine and how it all kind of goes together. It's a very, looks pretty cool. But I haven't had one of these in a long time, so let's see how this tastes.
Yeah, go for it. He's taking a sip from the Sorry for the Delay non-sponsored mug.
Well, it's actually pretty good. Pretty good. For a tequila sunrise, I give it a thumbs up.
I love your responses to all these ones. I think for the last 4 weeks, everything has been, pretty good. Pretty good.
It's hard. I mean, I'm always like, I don't know. Like, am I supposed to just jump out of my chair here and like fucking light fireworks?
You are.
I mean,
Joshua, yes, you are. You're supposed to. We are what they call influencers on the interwebs, and we're supposed to be characters, buddy. You're supposed to be characters of human beings. So next time, please feel free, show the emotion.
Okay, I will do my best for episode 52. But yeah, that's what's in my cup.
Baby.
What's in your cup,
Nice.
Sean? What do you got?
Nice. Well, Joshua, I'm glad you made that happy listener and fellow watcher a little bit more happy. Words. It's a weird day today. All words. Anyways, Joshua, what I have in my cup today, I kind of went on a little bit of a different tangent today. Last week I had a little bit of wine, and I ended up getting addicted. Joshua, I'm addicted to the wine right now. So for this week, I did purchase another wine. It's another cab, but you'll see the reason why I got it, Joshua, because I just couldn't help not do it. So this week, I'm drinking this bad boy right here. This is, I believe, 19 crimes. There you go. It's a cab, but it has a beautiful image of Frankenstein's monster on it. And apparently this glows in the dark. I don't have anything set up so I can prove that, but take my word, it does glow in the dark. And I have not tried it yet, so I'm not a huge fan of 19 Crimes, mainly because their wines are kind of mass produced, so they're kind of just mid, but let's find out if this is any better. Ooh, that's bitter.
You're like, it tastes mass produced.
It tastes mass produced. It tastes like watered down cherry, which is really, really weird to think about, but it's definitely mass produced. So I mainly just got it for the artwork. So I knew it wasn't going to be the best thing in the world, but
I could tell.
Liquor is liquor.
Yeah. So is the bottle supposed to glow in the dark? Are the labels supposed to glow in the dark?
So
what
just
about
the label glows in the dark. So basically, all of this glows in the dark. So it's actually pretty fucking cool to see at night. So maybe I'll have Mia take a picture, or I'll take a picture and send it to Mia, so you can kind of see what it looks like, all glowed up and shit.
That's cool.
But yeah, that's what I got in my cup. So cheers, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We're trying to get through this one so we can do some more fun stuff for you guys in this spooky season time. So Joshua, let's keep this bad boy moving. Let's get going. Send us to the newsroom, or actually tell me about your bird problem again. What happened with all this fucking things of shit? So you're talking like inches of shit covered concrete?
Literally, there was inches of shit. So I kind of live on like a 2-story tri-level sort of thing. So you have to walk up to my front. You got to go up a flight of stairs to kind of get to my front door. So right above the front door, that's like where the birds stoop in this little like crevice. And so where they sit kind of like overhangs those steps, and literally all day long they just sit there and they just shit all over the front of my house. So needless to say, we never use the front door. We always go through the garage because it's like it's just you're playing with fire walking up to my front door. So if you ever come over and they're like, how come I never go to your front door? Well, it's because I don't want you to get shit on before you walk into my house, and nor do I want you to track bird poo into my house. So it's kind of a problem, but it only happens during this time of the year because it's like summertime. So all the birds are hanging out, they're making babies, and all that's going on. So I feel really bad like going up to like some of the neighbors had and just hitting them with brooms and shit, and just like kind of like getting rid of them, or like throwing their cat on the roof and just like, go for it, get them. I'm not that kind of person. So, it's weird because I'm like a nature person, as you know. So I don't want to displace these animals because they were here before I was, I guess, in a way, because they nest there every year. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know, man. I think you were there before they showed up. I think they were displaced from somewhere else, and they just chose your location. And so I think you have every right, I think you have every right to go up there with some bats. Brooms.
or a cat, I guess. I don't know. I just feel bad. I'm a lover of nature, and I do not want to displace them. So I know come wintertime they're going to be gone anyways, but I don't know. I'm looking for a humane way to get rid of these birds instead of just like totally, killing them or whatever. But yeah, it's kind of a bummer, but what are you going to do?
A little bit.
What can you do?
There's a lot of things you can do, but I understand completely. You don't want to harm these beautiful creatures of God. So, if anybody knows, let Joshua know. Or maybe you can come over with a box or something and help him get rid of these birds. Anyway, Joshua, send us to the newsroom. What do we got? What's in our headlines today?
All right. Well, before we get to the newsroom, I also have to acknowledge the other comment from our viewer, because we brought up a topic last week as far as AI and sports and things like that. So their question was, and this is probably going to be hard for Sean to read. So the question that was posed is, do you guys think AI is going to take over in sports? That's one question. And then speaking about sports, what's your NFL Super Bowl champion?
Oh, that last one is a doozy, Joshua, because I know we have differing opinions on this. But let's start with the first question. Do you think sports is going to take over, or AI is going to take over sports? I don't think so. Like, I think if we're talking about sports as in like the physical aspect of sports, I think no. I don't think anytime in our lifetime, because then you would need, like, if we're getting sci-fi about it, we would need to have robots that were capable of like having those AI thoughts, right? Or being able to, how do I explain that? Like a video, like it would be like a video game, right? And I guess it kind of already exists, because some of these Madden games, also the NBA 2K, have these simulators that you can do that simulate the players, So maybe, but I don't know if it'll ever take away from like going to an actual stadium and watching these people play physically. Maybe, but I just don't see it. What about you?
I think some sports can benefit from AI, but I think it's going to be on the level of like officiating. Some of these calls that are made and then decided by people who, let's just say it, maybe they're working in Vegas, maybe they got maybe there's a reason to cover the spread. So I could see AI
going, I can see that too,
leaning towards the officiating side of it, because, the AI, once you plug those rules in, once you draw up the lines, on the field, somebody steps out of bounds, AI can tell you right away if the big toe was out of bounds or the big toe was in bounds. Like we saw, the Ravens and the Chiefs, that game really came down to the very last play, which was kind of clear that the big toe did hit the ground, but maybe it'll be faster when AI takes over. And then the other thing I could see real quick is in baseball, there's a lot of games that are determined by the umpire behind the plate. And once again, when you add in a human element, somebody who can be swayed because, their account's looking a little light or what have you, they've traveled a lot. Maybe they're getting a little woozy. I could see baseball really benefiting from AI. But to completely get rid of it, I the human element, I don't think you can.
I think it's always going to have some type of human touch to it.
For the Super Bowl, I really hate to say it,
Wait, Joshua, hang on. Before you say it, I did a little something real quick. So speaking of AI and kind of like this whole thing, right? I went ahead and asked ChatGPT right now while you were talking with us to give us let me tell you what I asked it. I asked ChatGPT, take all the stats from the 2023 football season and predict the 2024 winner.
Oh, no.
Yes, Joshua. So this kind of ties into what I was thinking along the same lines with the AI taking over sports. I think it's not going to be sports, but I think it's going to be more sports betting than anything else. I think that's where you're going to find more AI, because what did I say last episode? AI likes structure, and if you find patterns, that's basically just structure. So this is who I believe, this is who ChatGPT believes will emerge victorious. And this kind of it doesn't give me a definitive answer. It just gives me the top 3 teams that it thinks that may win this year. So the first one being the Kansas City Chiefs, the second one being the Philadelphia Eagles, and the last one being the San Francisco 49ers. So those are ChatGPT's 3 predictions for who may win this Super Bowl. So that, just putting that out there, that's AI's prediction. We'll find out if AI actually legitimately searched through all of the 2023 season stats to get this right. But Joshua, who are you predicting this year?
Who am I predicting? So I've only seen the Chiefs and I've only seen the Niners play because unfortunately I was working when my team was playing, who happens to be the Las Vegas Raiders. But they didn't win. And so I as much as I want to be a dedicated fan, it's too early to tell, but I don't think my my Raiders have it this year. I will chew on a shoe. I will eat a rock if
really. Everybody, you heard it here first. Joshua will chew on a shoe and eat a rock if his Las Vegas Raiders go to the Super Bowl or win the Super Bowl. Joshua, what are you doing? Where's your allegiance right now, buddy?
I mean, the allegiance is to my team, but which is the Las Vegas Raiders. But I don't know. I think the Chiefs always have a good opportunity. The 49ers have looked like they have a pretty strong defense. So it's hard to say. I don't know much about the Chargers or the Dallas Cowboys or any of those other teams. So right now I probably got to put the Niners or the Chiefs at the top. But I'm looking forward to chewing on a shoe or eating a rock. Please.
Legitimately, I am surprised, Joshua. He is usually so adamant about the Raiders. Wow. I'm starstruck right now, Joshua. My prediction is obviously the 49ers. We're on a revenge tour here, of course. But not only, we're getting to a little bit of sports talk here, so why not? Not only did they just crush the fucking New York Jets in an embarrassment to Aaron Rodgers all over again, but they did so without one of their star players in Christian McCaffrey. What are you going to do about that? I saw a meme where it was these two heavy set guys doing a little dance move, right? And the meme was when McCaffrey's out and the second heavy set guy flips over the first heavy set guy, and it was our new running back. We're hitting you on all angles, buddy. So that's my prediction and Joshua's prediction and ChatGPT's prediction. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. It's a long season. Anything can happen, but
oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's the first fucking week, or well, technically when this comes out, it'll be the second week. So,
and if I do have to chew on a rock, or if I have to chew on a shoe and eat a rock, I'm picking my shoe and I'm picking my rock.
I say that's fine, as long as we get to film it and put it up online.
All right, buddy. Let's see what's going on in the freaking newsroom, man. Let's see.
Thank you for the comments, though. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Keep them coming. All right. What do we got in the newsroom today, Sean? What are we gonna get into a little bit?
All right. Let's talk about the headlines. Joshua has haunted horses. Oh wait, no, that's his houses. I can read.
Haunted horses. That's a thing too. That is a thing.
Oh fuck. This is like Candy Budget?
Yep, Candy Budget.
Candy spelled CANDIE.
I mean, that's kind of, chat spelled it out.
Beautiful. Pumpkin carving, creepy costumes, and then R.I.P. James Earl Jones. Ended on a sad note. I love it. Looks like we got a spooky theme this week. I appreciate that, in honor of what we're doing a little bit later after this episode. So that's pretty cool. But let's get into it. Haunted houses, Joshua. Yep. Have you ever been to a legitimate haunted house?
I have.
That's my question to you.
I have. I went to what's over here? Is it Great America? Right next to the Niner Stadium. Is it Great America? Right?
Are you talking about the Winchester?
No. Great America, the theme park that's right next to the 49ers Stadium.
What does that have to do with haunted houses?
So I'm just saying, because during Halloween, they put up a big old, they redo the theme park like they do with Disneyland, they do a lot of these other theme parks. So there, during Halloween, they actually put up these like houses, and they put up these structures, and everybody's running around, scare the shit out of everybody. So I went to a legitimate haunted house there, and I have to say it was actually pretty well done. didn't really scare me. I was kind of like laughing. I don't get scared easy. So people are jumping out at you. The only thing I did find kind of weird is like as they're jumping into your face, they're literally spit is coming out of their mouth into your face, you know, because they're dramatic. You know, they're coming at you. But I don't know if I've ever been to a haunted house that actually scared me, to be honest. Theatrically, it was cool, but I don't even know if I've legitimately been like, oh shit, this scares me. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah, what about you?
I was thinking more.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like a real house, not like an amusement park. Like I was thinking more like my grandparents' old house was haunted as fuck. I don't know if I think I told this story before last year on the podcast, but they had like a living room that was a little bit detached from like the house. And in the living room, there were like these wood walls, like these wood slat walls that they had. And one of them had like 2 little openings. And as a kid, I put my eyes into there. And when I put my eyes in there, I had this vision or this, like I saw 2 red eyes staring back at me. And that was fucking creepy. But there was a bunch of other stuff that happened in that house, like things falling off of shelves, things moving unexpectedly, you know, just weird, like haunted things that would go on in that house. That was just disturbing. But I was thinking more of that lines, Joshua. Have you ever been in a situation like that?
Like an actual been into a haunted space?
Yes.
Like a friend's house
space.
Or like, you know,
Yeah.
I told the same kind of story last year when we first started this. My own house, the house I grew up in was actually, I don't know if I would say it was like haunted, but there was some weird shit that would happen in there. Like I saw a figure a couple times. I saw a doll move. I mean, I actually didn't see it. I closed my eye. Like I saw it in one spot, but then I closed my eyes. I woke up, saw it in another spot. That story is, I forget what episode it is, but I did talk about that before.
It's one of the Halloween episodes. I'll have Mia go find it.
yeah, on the Halloween episode.
Sorry, Mia.
So I had some of that kind of stuff happen. But going out and looking for a haunted house or just walking around some rundown places, no, I haven't really experienced too much of that. You know,
right.
out in the wild, I guess you could say.
Gotcha. I'm sure that we've probably been to a bunch of haunted places. It's just like in that moment, I don't think they were probably haunted. There are some places here up in Washington that are like, so the biggest thing up here is a lot of antiquing. So they have a lot of like really like creepy looking things just like for sale, but in these old like buildings. So there's one in particular that kind of freaks me out a little bit, but there's a small town that has a bunch of antique stores here, and one of their stores is like an old converted barn. So it's the same size as a barn. It has like just at this point it's like dilapidated wood floors and stuff, but it's just full of antiques. But when you step in there, it just gives you like a chill, like not like cool chill, but like a real creepy like vibe to everything, and everything just looks dusty and just like if you took something home with you, it would bring something with it kind of vibe. Even like a Chainsaw Massacre kind of thing, because they have a bunch of chains in one section that you can purchase for whatever your nefarious needs are. But yeah, I think we've probably been to a few places like that, Joshua, and we just never realized it, you know, because ghosts don't want anything to do with
it's kind of a trip how people are so in tune with themselves that they can feel the energy in a room and feel when the space is eerie or creepy, like you're saying, the hair on the back of your neck stands up, like all of a sudden you get chills. It's kind of a trip how some of us are so in tune with the energy around us that it becomes like that sixth sense. I find that because not everybody has that. Some people walk into a space and they don't even know what the hell to think. Period. Like you're looking in their eyes, and they're just kind of give you that, you know, that 5 mile stare, and they don't even know what the hell's going on. You know, even when you ask them a question, let alone feel the energy in the room, like they're just like, I just got here. They don't even know what the hell's going on. But I find that pretty cool how some of us are. I say us because I kind of feel like I'm one of those people, and maybe you are too.
Nice.
Maybe some of our listeners are, but I do feel energy.
Yeah. Let us know if you can feel the energy in a room when you walk into it. So Yeah.
So
Haunted places, haunted houses. No haunted horses, though. Never heard a haunted horse. Just want to put that out there.
Our candy budget. All
Candy
right.
budget, Joshua.
Do you have one? What's going on?
So,
does the listeners have a candy budget? I mean, are you just like a blank check when it comes to a candy budget?
For me personally, I say like $40 is my budget. So that's like 2 big bags of candy. But unfortunately for us over here, we don't get any trick-or-treaters. So the one year that I did buy like $50 worth of candy, nobody showed up. So I just had candy for like months because nobody was here. So what about you? I know you get a bunch of trick-or-treaters over there, Joshua. So I don't think a $40, $50 budget will probably cut that, will it?
I'm not sure if I talked about this before. And I'm definitely not going to rewind it to the Halloween episode we did, but there was one year when I didn't pay attention to the candy I was buying because I was just kind of like buying it here, buying it there. I think one year, I kid you not, everybody, is you're going to blow your freaking mind. I probably spent $120 on Halloween candy.
Jesus Christ. Were they full-size bars?
They were not full-size, but they were full-size bags.
Oh my God.
But not full-size bars. They should have been at the price I bought them at it. So I did spend, because I went back and looked at the receipts. I was like, was it really? And the only reason I did is because my girlfriend was like, do you know how much you just spent on candy? And this is leading up to why this conversation happened. She's like, you spent around $120. And I was like, no, I didn't. Okay. So again, there's a reason for that conversation. So come Halloween, because I grew up just kind of like kids walk up and you just kind of hold the bowl out and then they just get the candy they want. You know, I'm not anticipating.
It's your first mistake, bro.
Yeah. Like this is why I became so popular year one of living at this house. So again, $100, $120 worth of candy. So I'm opening the door, I'm holding the bowl out, and I kid you not, that $120 worth of candy was gone in like 45 minutes.
God
gone.
Damn.
Gone. 120, and I wasn't thinking little hands could carry a whole lot of candy, but little hands. But what I started to notice toward the end of me, my candy, like all the candy I had, is I started seeing the same people coming back, and the hands that were reaching into the bowl were no longer little hands. These are like teenager hands. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so I figured out the word was out on the house, and they kept coming back and coming back and coming back. So I learned my lesson. $120 is not the budget. Neither is just letting people grab, stick their hand into the bowl and just grab as much as they want. But it was.
Yeah, see, Joshua, the rule is 1 piece per kid, unless the costume is fucking delicious. Okay. So then they get 2 pieces. So I mean,
I don't know the etiquette.
That's a weird way to put that, unless the costume is delicious. Probably could have worded that a little differently, but I'm going to leave it because it sounds funny. So 1 per kid, unless they're delicious.
Yeah, so set a budget. Set a budget,
everybody. Jesus. Don't
like,
be Joshua. Don't spend $120 on bags of candy that you can't even enjoy after because you gave them all out.
Dude, the line was all the way to the sidewalk. I thought it was important or popular. Like, I was like, holy shit. Like, we didn't even put any decorations out. So I was like, there's something different going on, but it was
They're like,
funny.
Yeah, guys, it's the guy who just lets you grab all the candy. Just
I think
fucking go up there and take big old handfuls.
I think that was going around.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. All right, move on. Move on from this. Nobody wants to hear about your house.
Jesus, yeah, don't come here. I'm not giving out candy anymore.
Yeah, no more candy. Sorry, kids. Go somewhere else. All right, pumpkin carving.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about pumpkin carving, Joshua? What do you want to know
pumpkin
about
carving. So what I find kind of cool about pumpkin carving is when I first started like getting into carving pumpkins is you had to come up with your own ideas. You had to come up with your own templates.
Yeah.
Nobody was using Dremel tools. Nobody was going out and going online and printing, templates and doing all this shit, like everybody legitimately had an imagination and you stuck that knife, your mom's favorite knife that she hated, that you did, that one sharp one that, like, I got to use that one.
Yep.
yeah, so like it's just funny the way pumpkin carving has evolved and how there's like competitions now and there's ways to do it. So I'm curious to know, Sean, when it comes to pumpkin carving, or even you listeners, like are you even buying pumpkins? Are you even putting the effort into like carving something cool, or are you just setting the pumpkin out there, not even carved? Like, what do you like? What's like?
God, no, never. I will never disgrace Halloween and the Halloween spirit by putting out just a naked pumpkin. That's bullshit. The only naked pumpkins I have are inside the house, and that's putting it lightly. But I love carving pumpkins, man. I mean, it takes some work, like scooping out the innards and shit like that, and getting all that prepared. But I love it. I love it. I'm the person who uses the Dremel. Because I like really intricate designs on pumpkins. And so every year I try to carve a pumpkin. I didn't do it last year because I didn't have that many days off in the October month. But this year I do have a checklist of stuff that I want to do. And carving pumpkins is one of the things to do. So I will be doing that. Pro tip for those of you carving pumpkins, go ahead and scoop out the guts and then spray a bunch of bleach in there, or let it soak in bleach, because that'll kill any of the bacteria causing mold and stuff like that, and the pumpkin will actually last a little bit longer. So do that, and also cut the opening from the bottom, not the top. The bottom seems to be a lot better and a little bit easier to scoop the guts out. So these are some pro tips from me. You're welcome. Go ahead and try it in your own home, and then once your pumpkin is done, fucking throw it in the yard. That shit's combustible. It decomposes into a nutrient-rich, I was going to say biodiesel, but that's not the word I was looking for. So throw it in your yard. It makes your plants happy. There you go. I can't even fucking talk today.
You know what'd be funny?
Christ,
you know what'd be funny?
Be a good one.
If somebody, instead of using bleach, again, a disclaimer, I'm not advocating somebody doing this.
Josh was not a doctor.
Yeah, no. What if instead of cleaning the inside of the pumpkin out, you use gasoline instead?
Oh my God. Just lit that shit on fire.
And you go to put the pumpkin back on the candle. And just pro tip, use gasoline to clean out the inside of your pumpkin. I promise you'll have an exploding fun time.
An exploding good time.
An exploding good time. Yeah, pro tip. I didn't even know. Yeah, I didn't even know cutting out the bottom. That's actually a good idea. You don't know how many times I've cut out the top, and then you go to light that fucking candle, and then you go and you stick your hand in there, and then you get burned like every single time.
Yep. Yeah, not worth
trying to do that.
We cut it from the bottom. If I can just sit your pumpkin over the candle, it's fucking easy. Easy peasy, man. Also, use LED lights for your candles now. They make some really good LED lights that look like candles, and then you don't have a risk of a fire, which is fucking great. So do that.
I think what we should do, if you're done, I think what we should do going into Halloween here, I think if enough people vote, we'll see. Maybe we have a pumpkin carving contest between me and you. And some of the viewers, if you guys want to submit your pumpkins, I don't know if you'd be able to submit them here or what. I mean, a TikTok. I don't know where you submit these pictures. Sean,
we'll find a way to do it. Maybe on episode 52 we can announce it, Joshua.
Yeah, maybe we have a little pumpkin carving contest.
That'd be fucking cool.
That could be pretty sick. Put them in the background, something. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll all right. I'm down.
Just an idea.
We'll talk about it next week. All right. Moving on. Creepy costumes? Did I read that right?
Yeah, creepy costumes.
Okay, creepy costumes. What do you mean by creepy costumes?
So is there any costumes?
Sexy Grim Reaper or some shit like that?
Yeah, is there any costumes that you have come across that actually scared you? Like legitimately actually scared you?
Oh, no, not really. I did just watch a few YouTubers go to the Halloween Horror Nights in Hollywood. And there were some costumes in there that were like really creepy, but nothing that I was like, oh, that's really scary. So no, I don't think there's anything that's been super scary to me. Although I have seen pictures of like, you remember this whole thing, Joshua, way back in the day when like they had all these scary clowns just pop out of nowhere, like in different small towns and shit like that. I saw a picture recently of that whole incident again, and one of the pictures was actually legitimately frightening because just the clown looked really disturbing, like with the weird face painted makeup, and just like it was just like they looked like they needed help physically and mentally. So that was creepy, but no, I wouldn't say like your run of the mill costumes have ever like scared me. So what about you? You've ever seen something freaky deaky?
I don't know if this is considered like the costume was scary or just the person in the costume made it legitimately scary. But there was one year when the walking around the neighborhood, there was somebody dressed up as the Chainsaw Massacre person.
Oh yeah. What's his name? Is that Leatherface? Is that Chainsaw Massacre guy?
I think you're right. I think that might be Leatherface, but
it sounds right, but I don't know.
What
Grill
made
me in the comments.
what made the costume like even more kind of like what the hell's going on here is it started off like that. I saw the person down the road, right? Like, but I heard the sound of a chainsaw, and I'm like, okay, is this coming from a house? Like, I see this person coming. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? So as the person got closer, they were legitimately walking around the neighborhood with a chainsaw.
Oh my God.
You know, just like the whole, like they didn't hold back when it came to this. So the whole leather face, the whole everything. So as they got closer, they're throwing the saw up and they're walking through the middle of the street, waving this thing around. I'm happy that this person, was thinking forward, because on the chain, they didn't have the blade or, the chain for the chainsaw on the chain, but they were walking around the neighborhood with the real chainsaw, revving that thing up like they were going to go around chopping people up. So I don't know if like the costume scared me more than the accessory, but yeah. When the person with the chainsaw got closer to me, I did take a step back to make sure that the chain wasn't on the chainsaw.
No, a legitimate concern for sure. I mean, think about it. The perfect time to commit that heinous crime would be during Halloween. You know what I mean? Just like fucking a fucking legit road full of children and adults, just
swinging around a chainsaw,
swinging around, baby.
Just like,
and it would take a good like 6 or 7 minutes before anybody realized what was happening, and then by that time you probably cut off 4 or 6 legs, just easy swipes, So,
but I think
I get it.
This isn't a creepy costume, but I think one of the best costumes I ever saw was when I was out downtown Santa Cruz, which is not far from where I live. And there was a group of 3 or 4 women walking around dressed up as UPS delivery drivers or girls or whatever they were. Okay. And
interesting choices.
They were going around, so I got approached. They were going around going, "Hey, how's your night going? Looks like you're having a good time. We work for UPS. We got a couple questions for you." And I'm like, "You got a couple questions? Okay. All right, what are your questions?" Right. First of all, what's your phone number?
Oh my God.
And what size is your package?
Oh shit! And you answered both legitimately.
I mean, this is a golden opportunity, right? UPS comes around, they want your phone number and they want the size of your package. I mean, why would you not?
That's great.
Why would you not?
Right? I'm with you on that. That's good.
So, of course, I answered, which the girlfriend I had at the time was very upset. And yeah, but that was probably.
Well, ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, they're no longer with you for a reason.
Exactly. But yes, from creepy to best costume, I think that was pretty fun.
I think the best costume that I have seen, but yet to really see, is the one that you promised to wear way back in the day. This Space Force costume. I don't know if anybody remembers Space Force, the Netflix show with Steve Carell in it.
Steve Carell, yep.
It was a long time ago for a lot of people, but Joshua promised that he would wear this beautiful uniform and give me an under cam or an under desk cam that I could just oogle at for the entirety of the show. But he has yet to fulfill that promise. So please, if you are watching this in the future or right now, please just grill him in the comments to wear that uniform and let my dreams come true. That's all I ask.
Nope.
Please and thank you.
There's got to be at least 50 comments or 100 likes. There's got to be a goal for this. If I'm putting that thing on.
If this video gets 100 likes, Joshua will wear the costume for the TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram folks, and also the YouTube people. So,
100 likes isn't even that much, actually, if you think about it.
You said it.
Yeah. Should have set the bar higher. Holy shit.
You should have set it higher. Oh, well. All right, let's move on, Joshua, to the last topic here.
So the final one.
R.I.P. James Earl Jones. Spoilers, we were filming this on Tuesday, September 10th, and James Earl Jones has passed away. James Earl Jones was in a bunch of movies. He was a bunch of different voices. He was a legend amongst legends when it comes to actors and voiceover artists, and he was just a man of great character, and I just kind of wanted to pay tribute to him and thank him for everything that he's done. I know that my childhood, The Lion King, was highly influential, but on top of that, I know that Coming to America, as I was an adult, fucking blew my mind with comedy, and he was a major part of that as well. So just having him pass was pretty sad, but he lived to 93 years old, and he lived a very long life. So for those of you, take a moment and just maybe acknowledge one of the movies he was in, and just realize time here is short. So make the best of every moment you have. Joshua, do you have a favorite movie from Mr. James Earl Jones, or a favorite voice?
A lot. Honestly, I'm gonna go with a classic, The Field of Dreams.
Beautiful. Great movie.
Field of Dreams, man. Who doesn't love him? Or, let's take it even further. The Sandlot.
The Sandlot. Oh my God. Yes.
People are going to forget about those, that he was in those probably. Especially The Sandlot. He kind of came in later.
I almost forgot about that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Everybody's going to know him for The Lion King and for obviously Star Wars. Mm-hmm. But you're right. Yeah, dude, The Sandlot. Shit.
What's funny about The Sandlot too is when they showed it, because I'm a big baseball, or not a crazy fanatic, but when they showed that scene when the kid went into his house and he had all those signed baseballs from like the whole Yankees team and all from like, that scene alone was like, holy shit, like such memories, and set like that was a great scene that happened there. But I love he's a good solid actor, well-rounded, great voice. Oh yeah,
for sure. And I heard he was really, really friendly and just like really got to know the people that he worked with and stuff. And so, good man. It's a shame that we lost him, but he's in a better place, and one day we'll all see each other up there or down there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, anyways, thank you, James Earl Jones. So, R.I.P. Let's go ahead and move on, Joshua. We have about 15 more minutes here.
Yeah. And you thought you were going to get away. You thought you were going to get away. You thought
God,
you were going to get away. I wasn't going to let you get away, Sean. I wasn't.
What Joshua is referring to is he's taken us back into what he calls the puzzle room. I feel like I'm in a Saw movie and Joshua is the jigsaw. So that is fun. So I guess we are going into the puzzle room. Mm-hmm. Joshua, all right. Let's see if you've improved this since last time. For those of you who watched last week's episode, I was able to guess Joshua's famous scientist, Albert Einstein, in the first question, if you could call it that.
It was the first question.
So let's see if Joshua has done better or worse this time. Joshua, I'm ready when you are, buddy. Let me have it.
All right. I'm going to try to not mess this up. All right. Question one, Sean, or hint, because they're not really questions. They're hints. I'm figuring out how to phrase these things. And you got to slide over to YouTube, because maybe you can watch this shit, maybe you can read this shit and tell me how to do this a little better. But for your first question or hint, whatever we want to call it,
Okay.
can you read it?
I am best known for eating insects, but I can also digest small animals like frogs and even tiny birds. What the fuck?
I love it.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you guess what I am, Sean?
It's a spider.
You're wrong.
Oh, shit.
For your first
That's not a spider?
puzzle piece.
Okay, I think I got this. All right, give me the
no,
next one.
you better not have this on the second one. I'm gonna be so upset. I don't even remember what order I have these questions in. So we're gonna go with question number 2.
All right.
Here we go.
I am considered an endangered species in the wild due to habitat loss and poaching. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, that threw me off. All right, you threw me off, Joshua. All right, I'll give you that. Is this a Venus flytrap?
I fucking hate you.
Oh my God, that's right. That's right, boys and girls. I was correct in this. It is a Venus flytrap. Good job, Joshua. Joshua's image, for those of you listening, is a giant ass Venus flytrap. Think of if those of you who are familiar with the Little Shop of Horrors. I said horrors. I said whores, not horrors. It's horrors. It is a plant just like that, surrounded by skelly boys, in what appears to be some type of creepy boat graveyard.
Yeah.
So.
And if you wanted to know, because I had, I always try to give enough questions here. So the other one I got for you, Sean, is I can live up to 20 years or more with the proper care. So believe it or not, Venus flytraps can live up to 20 years, which I found incredible. And then the last one, which I thought was pretty cool. I am the state carnivorous plant of North Carolina.
That is actually pretty cool. For the record, I do have 3 different species of Venus flytraps here in the home here. I also have a pitcher plant, which is another carnivorous plant. So I do know a fair amount of Venus flytrap knowledge. So did you also know, Joshua, that Venus flytraps do go dormant for the winter season, which is pretty cool?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
The one thing I was looking for
will die and come back. So
the one thing I didn't find, and I was really looking for, and I couldn't find it. Every time I searched it, it told me the 20 years fact. I was trying to find out how long Venus flytraps have been in existence, like a fossil, like how big.
Oh my God, that's a great question.
Has a Venus flytrap ever got? From fossils, were they ever 6 feet tall? Were they ever big enough to eat a person?
That's awesome. You know what? Hey, let us know in the comments, how long ago were Venus flytraps, or let's just say carnivorous plants, discovered? Let us know.
Did they have teeth ever? Did they ever have bone structure so they could swoop up, say a squirrel, or like a pig that was walking around the nature, something crazy like that? But I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find it. Maybe they've been around for 15 million years or some shit. I was trying to figure, because plants have been around forever. Plants were around before, I think, mammals and everything else. So
everything, yeah.
So I'm kind of curious to know how long or how big they have ever gotten, or how long they've been around.
Yeah, we'll find out soon.
Know the answer.
Jeez.
Give it to us.
Nice. All right, let's get to some fun finds, Joshua. Or some fucking words I can speak today. Scratchers. You want to do a scratcher, Joshua?
Yeah, we can pop a scratcher. Yeah, you ready for the lotto?
Let's pop a. Let's do a lotto.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got to slide over to the overhead cam here.
Maybe we didn't test the overhead cam for the record.
We didn't. So who knows what's going to pop up once I whip this thing out right here. Oh, there we go.
Sir.
Yeah,
oh, perfect.
Nothing inappropriate.
Wonderful, Joshua. You pick your lotto ticket this time. I'm 0 for 2 on this, and so please, for the love of God,
we're going to continue.
Yeah. Okay. We're continuing the purple ones. For those of you listening, Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you. Hop on over to YouTube if you want to see Joshua lose or win. I don't know. We won't know until after this episode when I analyze his
Analyze.
analyze fucking words, bro. This Frankenstein wine is hitting me.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking it's making me feel good. So but thank you guys. So if you want to tune out now, feel free, or skip ahead a few seconds, get your lucky numbers in there and get your fortune for the week. So Joshua, go ahead and give us that. All
right. So for today's scratcher, we're gonna use one of these national park coins I got along the way when we went to our national treasure hunt. This particular one, the last one we did was I believe it was the Bryce Canyon coin.
Yeah.
That I collected when we went out. Bryce Canyon. And then, so this particular coin, because Bryce didn't work out for us, is the Zion coin from the national park.
It's pretty.
Yeah, so hopefully this coin right here, this is going to be the winner.
That's
Here we go, everybody. Let's try it.
We're still 0 for 2, thanks to me. I take full accountability for that, so I'm sorry for everybody. But there's that, so I apologize. Joshua is scratching them. For those of you watching, you have a very clear picture of what's going on here. So you'll probably know in the future when you're watching this if he's a winner or a loser, and we won't know. Joshua will do his best to find out after he's done scratching if he is a winner or a loser, and then I will confirm a little bit later. But he's doing a very good job. That Zion coin is just like fucking tearing through that scratchy material. I've always wanted to know, Joshua, what is that scratching material? Like, what is that stuff made out of? Is it like a wax? Is it? Someone let me know what the stuff a scratcher is made out of. Like, I would love to know that. So please and thank you. Just hit me in the comments right there.
Yeah,
I can grill my ass, baby.
It's got to be some sort of like carbon little transfer.
Right? Yeah. All I know is it's messy as fuck, dude. It's messy as fuck and it doesn't taste good. So
I'm glad it hasn't destroyed my PC just yet. All right. So if you can see, which is going to be hard to pick up here, this is the ticket I just scratched. And obviously I haven't looked at it yet, but the viewers are seeing it first. And we're going to take a quick peek over this. And yeah, I didn't win shit.
Jesus Christ. God damn.
It's that quick, everybody. It is that quick. But I'm going to send it to Sean. Look how messy that is. Look how messy this shit is.
Look at that. Look at that dirt all over that shit. I mean, dirt. Fucking whatever it is all over that shit. So
there's one more look at the card. If you happen to see this and you want to zoom in on it, and I'm saying right now I didn't win shit.
Feel free.
I'm going to send this to Sean. All you guys can pause it. You can zoom on it, and you can let us know in the comment if you do see a winner here. But as of right now, I don't see shit.
Well then, Joshua, so far you said you spent $20 on these, correct?
Yeah. So the card you guys
$60 in the hole.
Yeah.
So $60 in the hole so far. We're hoping that last one. Well, no, you said 2 more after this? Spent $100.
I think I got 2 more, but I went out and believe it or not, I bought a bunch of these things. So
that's right.
This is in the end. We're gonna scratch until we win. I'm not giving up yet. I want us to win here, everybody.
Even if we just win something, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of since we just did the fucking lotto, let's do some lucky numbers real quick.
All right.
And then we'll end on some fun finds. All right. So your lucky numbers for the week this week are 9, 12, 16, 17, 22, 23, and 25. Once again, your 7 lucky numbers for the week are 9, 12, 16, 17, 22, 23, and 25. Very, very easy. Maybe you'll win something with that. If you do, please let us know. If not, no worries. We'll get you next week, So, Joshua, let's do some fun finds because I have one that is kind of relevant to what's going on right now.
I got 2,
but
I'll make it quick. So you have to slide over to YouTube because I think this first one. Yeah, I think this first one you can all take advantage because summer's coming to an end, winter's coming. We all need something to play, or we all need something to gather around and have some drinks or whatever you want to do, a dinner, and just have like a family game night. So what I got as a fun find, and I mean I say fun find, but it actually was a birthday gift that I received back in August. I thought I'd show it off now because it's actually pretty cool. and it could bring people together to have fun, is this little guy right here.
Oh,
It's kind of big, actually.
Big.
It's this guy right here.
It's a big box.
I got to bring it back here. So it's this bad boy right here. So this is the deluxe edition of the Loteria.
Whoa. Okay.
This
Holy
thing's
shit.
heavy.
That's pretty fucking cool.
You can actually find this at Costco right now. It's again, look how wide it is. So
Holy shit.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. So it isn't just your simple cards. There's like a bunch of games in here. It comes with pieces and a little bag full of glass, little beads
Wait,
or
little
gems
bag
or
full
whatever
of
they are.
Glass? What the fuck?
I think these little things right here are glass. I think they're like little beads
shit.
or little. There's something going on here, but a bunch of So if you're a Loteria person or you like game night with the family, I think this is a pretty cool, fun find. Go visit your local Costco, because that's the only place I've seen it. But
Nice.
for my real fun find, other than that one, is this little guy that I got up when I got when I was up visiting Sean. It is the Fun Mart Freddy Soda.
Oh,
This little guy right here.
Cute.
Yeah.
We doing a soda pop right now? We haven't done a soda pop in a few weeks.
I thought
Almost
about doing
a month.
I thought about doing a soda pop, but I was talking to you about this can, and these, as you said, there's no chase. There's no chase involved with these. They're just regular. So I haven't
They're
decided.
basically just the exclusives is what they are. Yeah,
Yeah.
If Joshua lifts up the can again, you can see
Right here.
on the side there is no, so that little blue circle there shows you how much were made. And then if you spin the can a little bit, you'll notice that there is no chase on the back of it. Keep spinning, keep spinning, keep spinning. Yep, so same image. So these are just extremely limited in their editions. So there's really no chase. So there's no need to open it, but if you ever wanted to, it's an option.
So I haven't decided, and because we like to get all the viewers involved, if you guys want to see me open this thing, I will open it. But as of right now, I think I'm just going to keep this thing sealed because there's only 5,000 of these things made, and I think I'm going to keep it closed for now, unless somebody wants to see me open it.
Yeah, there you go. I love your fun finds, buddy. Great fun finds. My fun find is also a Funko, but I am following in the theme of my drink. And Joshua, this is going to be the start. Or the Snoopy one was the start of the spooky season one, but this is the start of my set collecting, Joshua, for this spooky season. I present to you the man, the myth, the legend, the icon, Mr. Frankenstein.
I don't have one of those.
This is part of a set, the Universal Monster set. For those of you who are going to be watching the Halloween stuff that we're putting out every Friday of October, you will see the other Funko set from the Monsters universe in the background behind me, but just a little quick preview as to which ones that are in this set, Joshua. And the goal is to collect all of them, so we will see what happens. So that is my fun find for the week. I feel like I just forgot something in my head, Joshua. There was something
the wine. It's always the wine, everybody.
It's always the wine.
It's always the wine.
They say a glass of wine a day helps keep the doctor at bay, but I don't think that's true because I don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing next right now. We did our fun finds. We did our fucking lottos. We gave you guys some lucky numbers. Shit, Joshua, I thought there was one more thing I had to say.
We got one more. We have a fortune cookie. We have
cookie. That's fucking right. There we go. That's what it was. They all started with F, which was weird.
I should have let you just ponder on that a little bit further. I was like, is Sean going to remember? Because we didn't do the cookie last week.
We didn't do the cookie. That's right. Oh, no wonder everything feels weird right now. Everything's just all fucked up in my head. So, Joshua, let's do a fortune cookie. Let's end on a fortune cookie. That'll be fun. We're still doing the cookies from like the dirty
boozy
dozen.
Boozy dozen.
Oh,
I'm going yellow box today. This is the this is the boozy dozen. We're getting after it. I still got a bunch of these, by the way.
Nice.
And they're good. They got good flavor to them. So if you hate the cookies you get from local Chinese food store, swap them out for these bad boys.
Not sponsored, but you never know. Send us an email. We'll do it.
All
right, Joshua, is that opening the cookie?
For episode 51 on this September 17th.
It was the night before 52.
All right, let's see. Here we go. Here we go for our boozy cookie. Ooh. Is as always take the road less traveled. What with, oh my God. Holy shit. There's so many words in this. Let me start all over. Fuck, dude. I should start like reading these in my head before I actually use words. There's like a comma or some shit in here. It's messing me all up. All right, let's try this again. Always take the road less traveled. What with your license being suspended and all. You see how confusing that sounded?
I get it. Like, it's like always take the road less traveled. What with your license suspended?
Yeah.
I get it. I got you. I got it.
That's what my brain froze when I saw that. I was like, what does that say?
I mean, it's a real fucked up way to word that, but sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah, take the road less traveled because your license is suspended, you fucking drunk. That's what they're saying. Go. There you go.
There's your fortune. Or your whatever Wonderful. You want to call that damn thing. Yeah.
And Joshua, with that being said, that concludes episode 51, the night before 52, or the week before 52, whatever David said in the intro earlier. So look forward to that one. If you don't really care, then nothing really changes, nothing matters. So, Joshua, do you have anything left to the people or say to the people? Fuck, this wine's got me fucked up.
As I always say, man, I appreciate, I can't show enough love or say thank you enough for everybody who does comment, for everybody who does listen, for all the new people that have started following these days, are being a part of this family, because it legitimately is a family. So I appreciate all of you guys. I look to the future to have everyone more involved. So I can't say it enough. Thank you. And maybe next week on episode 52, we scratch a big number over here off one of these tickets, and then we all have a party. We all sit back and drink some juice together. So I love you all.
Yes,
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. That's it, Sean.
Yeah, I'm with Joshua on this. I'm agreeing with everything he just said. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We do appreciate you. Joshua, like I've been saying in most of these episodes now, listen, buddy, let's just you and me, all right? You, me, foot rubs while I feed you candy, all right? Foot rubs, candy.
Every
foot
time,
rubs,
this
candy.
guy.
In the comfort of your bed, by the way. Just putting that out there. Just putting that out there.
Yeah.
Anyways,
for sure.
We'll talk to you guys next week. Deuces.